Morning, it's Pastor Tyrone from the Fold making another video. I'm gonna start uploading these to the drive to YouTube cloud, not just to the my own personal drive, but to the YouTube cloud. I found with YouTube, it's working really well now. I'm actually able to get a lot of content uploaded from my iPhone into the cloud, and I want to talk about something just so tragic that our words can't express, and that is the death of a 47-year-old girl who is her little name is Mandisa. Let's go look her up. She's an American musician. Look how big she was. See how fat she was? She died because of obesity. As you see, she was slim, but she went from slim to being obese. Look how big she is. She was my size. Then back to slim, then back to fat, then back to slim, then back to fat, then back to slim, then back to fat. She also went to Nashville, of all places, and lived in Nashville. A black sister going to Nashville, they're slim now, but look at the arms. The arms don't lie. That's the fat. Makeup don't matter. Don't matter. This, and as you can see, she's covering up her married hand. You ever notice that? A lot of us black folks don't recognize the signs we do. I believe that as a black man, as a minister, as a Christian, as a person that's overweight, that's obese himself, that we need to have our family in our life. We can't separate ourselves from our family, but we got some crappy family members. And as this lady right here is shown, she's been obese and battling her whole life. There's an issue, and the issue is lack of honesty, lack of truthfulness, lack of slapping her down. She got slapped down by death. She got slapped down by death, premature death. But that's the worst slap. If she had been slapped down early in her own life, she would maybe here. As you can see, they got a homegoing service coming up in tomorrow. That fast. That fast. She's been going less than a couple of days, and she's going to have a service within a week. That fast. Where is it going to be? It's going to be in Tennessee. Why is it in Tennessee? Is she born in Tennessee? Is she from Tennessee? Do we know her? No. But as you can see her with the weave and the fake hair, the woman is obese. She wasn't healthy on the inside. This wasn't an issue of, well, she was shot or, no, this was an ongoing sickness and disease that was going on in her life. Now, right now, the focus ain't focusing. There you go, focus. Come on now. Some of these camera shots ain't focusing. Make it focus. I don't know why it's not doing that. But why is it? Because she's my age, and that's the point. Look how big she was. She was huge. And look how she's standing there going, I'm so happy and I'm so fat at the same time. If anything, she should have been on Biggest Loser every day, every night. She should have paid for people to whoop her ass physically to lose that weight, like we need to pay. People don't care about this fat black woman. We've had millions of fat black women over the millions of years, but no, I will say that, over the hundreds of years that have died, from the 60s, from the 50s to the 40s to the 30s to the 20s. My grandmother, when she passed away, she was that fat, except that she wasn't that fat at the beginning of her life. She got fat at the end of her life when she got to be about 70. Normally, it's what happens in our family. We go from being slim in our 20s to being obese in our 70s. She died at 40. And of course, we got white people saying, wow, 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 wow. When you look at this lady, you realize she's not married. She hasn't been married. She hasn't had a husband in probably 20 years. This reminds me of my ex-girlfriend, Shay, who is 56 years old, who lives in a home basically by herself, a 5-bedroom house. She had to bring her own blood relative brother into this home, who's only a couple years younger than her, because she's alone and don't have nobody. So she needed some type of family member in her home, and that's her blood brother. Problem is, her brother is her husband, and that's what a lot of women, unfortunately, y'all do. Y'all don't know how to work with black men. You try to make black men into your kids at 50 plus, and you think we're going to fall down. The end of the day is both falls down. The male falls down and the female falls down. The female falls down in premature death. Look how big she was. God, dog. And no one in their right mind could say, "Are you really, 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 really eating at night?" Yeah, that girl was eating at night. That girl was eating tons of at night. It's tons of at night. Tons of food. That waistline does not go from the white woman who's straight down to the black woman who typical black woman that we know going forward. We all have the issue. And she puts this, "I'm out of the dark." Baby, you aren't out of the dark, you're still in the dark. That's how come you died a young death. You died a young death because you're obese. It doesn't matter what kind of double war, it doesn't matter what kind of white accolades you got. What really mattered was, can you go walk a mile this morning? Can you get up at 5:41 a.m. and go walk a mile? Or are you behind so hurt you can't walk at 10 feet? You feel me? Lord, Lord, Lord. Lord, Lord, Lord. Lord, Lord, Lord. What's more important? Looking on the stage singing like this, trying to make money off of singing, or getting your butt out there in the gym and getting that fat and learning how to maintain it. It's not about losing the weight. It's about maintaining it. That's the key. Maintenance of maintaining the weight. And I'll be honest with you, it's a tragic thing for me is that Yahweh ain't said crap. The tragic thing for me is that so many of my black brothers and sisters have died and are dying under the curse of Deuteronomy chapter 28. That lady just was another one. And not one person's put two and two together to get four. Not one person has said, "Listen, man, that girl was cursed. Hey, fat girl, I see you outside here in Atlanta. You're cursed. Hey, fat boy, you're cursed. Hey, fat person, you're cursed." But what I'm hearing, and I see most of the time, is that no, we're not talking about that. No, we're not going to deal with that. No, we're not going to address that. And then we wonder why the hell we did. And guess what, Mandisa, you can't come back. Not until Jesus Christ comes back. You're gone. You understand what I'm saying when I say that? She's gone. She's gone. It ain't right. But guess what? Yahweh, if he really cared, he would have got that girl some help. People say, "Why do you say that, Hank?" Because the white people right there with her, they see how obese she was. They could tell. Man, I mean, if a white person had just a little bit of honesty, they say, "Damn, you fat." They look at this photo right here, and the white girl that was next to her talking about, "I'm out of the dark," would have said, "What the hell is going on?" One of the cool things I can do is I can touch this, and I could with a wonderful cool technique, we'll save this out of the dark with Mandisa. This is a little access more. What we're gonna do, and I don't know who this lady is, but we're gonna save this image. All right. But the fact of the matter is, that body type we've seen 1,000 times, 1,001, 1,000,000,000,000. Let's go look at her. She's from California. She dies in Nashville, Tennessee. Maybe she shouldn't have been in Nashville. But you know why? Trying to write a song for CCM, for contemporary Christian white music, which I totally am in disagreement with for a long time. Listen to her name, Mandisa Lynn Hundley, right? And so she goes by her first name because she don't want to say I'm Reverend Hundley. I want this to be my first name. Maybe you should have been Mandisa Hundley, like, your real name. So she basically is a CCM, as I told you, contemporary Christian. That's called CCM, C contemporary C Christian music. And she goes from American Idol. She was only in the ninth place, so she gets to American Idol and finishes ninth, and now she wants to be the star. Girl, you were just a one-hit wonder. Your life was your job, your career, your education. So she puts this album out called Overcomer. But what did you overcome? You still died of obesity. You didn't overcome it. You didn't overcome it. You didn't overcome it. You didn't overcome it. You did not overcome it. To all my people out there, when we confess the scriptures and we talk about overcoming, we got to be real honest and real clear with ourselves, and really be a real honest, clear with ourselves. It is a day-to-day process for anyone that's battling something like substance abuse, alcohol abuse, food abuse, whatever. It's an addiction, and it's a lifetime battle. That's why we need sponsors. We see that she goes to a nice college. She gets there and gets vocal jazz. Okay, well, we studied simple. She goes to Fisk. Oh my God. So now we go to a black HBCU, right? And then she was a member of the Jubilee Centers, and she graduated with a bachelor's of arts degree. Shout out, that's a very expensive HBCU degree. Fisk is not known as a top-notch school, but it's historic in the black community, which we have to salute. But at the same time, like a lot of my black sisters out there today, she is obese. It all started when she was a little kid. It all started when she was 19, 20. It all started when she was 19, 20 years old, and was not selected. Also, she doesn't know if she's a Hebrew Israelite. So when you're told that you're ugly because you're dark, because white people are light, and then of course you mix a white and a black together, you get a light-skinned girl, and a black-skinned black girl gets more praise than a dark-skinned black girl, dark girls, not including the white women out there who got their white husbands and white people. That's the 300,000, that's 300 million of them in America. And you only less than 20 million in the whole state of America, or United States of America, with history of slavery, with the history of the media. Why would you believe in yourself and believe that you're somebody special? So, she died, as you will know, of complications of high blood sugar, high blood pressure. It's obesity. They won't say it. They'll try to hide it and obfuscate it, but the look in your face of seeing a woman with 90 or probably 75-inch hips. We ain't talking 50-inch. We ain't talking 40-inch. We're talking 75, maybe 80-inch hips, which means 50-inch waist, which means high blood sugar, high blood pressure, which means dying. So here's where they argue her. They said she worked for a short time as a backup singer for white Sandy Patty, white Shania Twain, and white Trisha Yearwood. Again, European, they're slim, they're in great shape, they're healthy, they ain't dying, they ain't dead, they doing great. She need help, like all of us. So in 2005, why this is so powerful is that I was in Bible school, come out of Rhema at a Bible school, Oklahoma, in 2003. And in 2005, I was at University of Oklahoma getting another degree. And so American Idol just blew up around that time. It got really famous. And she came out and she did a little bit Whitney Houston to Def Leppard. Do you understand the logic of what I see here? She was doing, first off, Whitney Houston, who served God and left God to go out in the world, and we saw what happened to her death. She died around 48. Hello, this lady died at 47. The Def Leppard, which is not a Christian church, not a ministry, not anything to do with God, but with Satan. So she was good at covering, or we call imitating, other artists. So Simon Crowe, of course, made some comments about her weight. And I'm glad he made some comments, because she needed that. But you know, in the black world, we talk about fat shaming all the time. Don't fat shame me. Don't fat shame me. The girl's dead at 47. She needed some fat shame. She'd be alive today if she did get fat shamed. Devil. I hate the devil, man. I hate what he does to people and lies to us and tell us that we ain't fat when we know we're super morbid obese. We're going to die young if we don't change. So then he says, do we get bigger? Do we have a bigger stage this year? Meaning that, she lost weight. Then when Paul Abdul commented that Mandisa had a Frenchy growl to her voice, he responded that a more apt comparison would be to France itself. The comments drew National Association of Fat Acceptance. A made-up organization like any other organization, but they just make this up. It's the whole argument about the fat shaming for black folks and for white folks and for obese folks, except they're going to die of high blood pressure and be in the grave and be forgotten. This lady's going to be forgotten in 20 years. You're going to forget her. You're going to remember her. And when she should be 67 on this planet, she's gone because she lost 20 years. Why does this mean a lot to me? My mother died at the age of 49 of diabetes, high blood sugar. She was a small 5 foot old woman that wasn't at all 200 pounds. She was less than one, maybe 50. 5'1", 150. But she was healthy. It looked good on the outside. It looked great. But her mother had diabetes and was also a small 5 foot, 150-inch woman. But her mother, my grandmother, lived to 83 years old because of proper medical care. My mom knew that she was on the way down to that path because her own mother had it. All the complications of what we call sugar, high blood sugar, because of the foods we ate, how we were raised, and the poverty that comes along with it, eating the sugary foods, eating the sugary foods, eating the sugary foods. And so then what ends up happening? Well, my mother dies a tragic death. Could have been prevented in her own bed by herself, alone, nobody there, no husband, no boyfriend, no lover, nothing. Could have been prevented. Again, being alone is how this lady died. She died because she's obese, probably sleep apnea, all kinds of diseases, sleeping as huge as she was in that apartment or home in Nashville, Tennessee, without any white man loving her, and definitely no black man, because you're in Nashville. Shout out to Fisk University, shout out to going to HBCU, but even that doesn't matter. We got tons of women that graduate from all the HBCUs that are obese. I'm a member of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated, and we have tons of obese males and females within the Sigmas and Zetas. It's kind of a known fact, if you're a Sigma and a Zeta, you ain't going to take care of your body. You're going to just be obese. 40-inch waist, 50-inch hips, you feel me? And so as a member of a fraternity, which I love with all my heart, I still got to say that it's unfortunate and not right, because I don't like people dying at an early age. So in my life, I've had women and men pass on a premature death. Unfortunately, it's a tragedy, but unfortunately, it's been a habit. And I've learned that, okay, if you don't hate death, if you don't hate premature death, I think something's wrong with you. So to show you what I'm talking about, I'm going to show you some videos of my fraternity. And I want you to look closely at the videos. And I want you to look at the size of the people that are in the videos. Does that make sense? And I want you to tell me whether they are a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, or in dress size 22, 24, 26. I'm going to even show you someone that I find very attractive, but here's the problem. Because of the many years of obesity, transforming her into someone that I would want to be with, the problem, of course, with that is, will she want to change? Because once you start touching this issue, it's a very dangerous, slippery slope. Excuse me. Let me explain what I mean. My ex-girlfriend, her name was Shay, I won't say her last name, has been pretty much about obesity. And unfortunately, for all of us that have battled obesity, one thing is true. We always meet other people who have battled it as well. Let me look at where's the thing at? There it is, Jobs, Kenneth Hagan, Honda Elantra. Something right here. I'm missing that folder. Excuse me. Okay, we're going to go to Google Drive. It's pissing me off. All right, go back. Where's my, I'm pissing the Google Drive. Go to Drive. Send a Drive. Give me a second. Don't see the name of the photo, the name of the album. The name of the album in my Drive. I'm at 91%. Okay, so we're almost full. I'm at 200 gigabytes. We're going to have to buy some more storage. Okay. Cloud storage ain't no joke. So the name of the folder that I have, if I can find it, Hank Howard folder. Is that what I put under? No, I don't think I did that. Did I name it that? No, that's not. So we can actually delete that because there's nothing on that folder. All right, we're trash. Look for other folder. Should be on the phones. J Voice. Hyundai Elantra. What's in that folder? Oh, the tech package. Don't have nothing on there. For okay for that. Okay. Phi Beta Sigma? Nah. I didn't put it there, did I? Oh, yeah, that's some other videos. No. I just uploaded a whole bunch of videos, and for some reason the photo's not showing up under what I had loaded it to. And as I'm doing this video, it's kind of letting me know you didn't do something right. It should be a video under. Now, this is my drive, but it should be the Google. This is the cloud. So why am I not seeing that, Hank? Let me get my other device. Hold on 1 second. Keep moving the screen. Okay, we got a battery power over here. Gotta charge that up. All right. Failed to upload something. Yeah, what do you mean failed to upload? I don't know what you're trying to upload, but you're trying to upload something. Damien, Byteworks, Beyond Open Doors. I might as well throw that Byteworks stuff away. Okay, might as well throw that on. Yeah. Okay, Voice Recorder Pro. Whole bunch of stuff in there. Hey, you saw some things on this video. Sorry, it came out. It is what it is. I wasn't trying to click on it. Trying to find what I'm looking for, and in the video, couldn't find it. It's pissing me off. Where is it? Where are you? It's Phi Beta Sigma. The name of the folder was called Hank Howie Voice Folder. All right, I got my PC. Give me a second. Something's not right here. Close that. Close that. Close that. I got my PC right here in front of me, so I'm gonna find out what the hell happened to the folder. It better not be gone. In Jesus' name. I just uploaded a whole bunch of stuff. Okay. How much battery power do I got? Okay, good. Ridiculous. Give me a second. So my point is, as when it comes down to obesity, is if you are obese, you can't have great sex. If you're obese, you ain't gonna have any love. That lady died because of lack of love, because of obesity. She died because of a lack of love, because of her obesity. She's in Nashville, Tennessee, and she died because of a lack of love, because of her obesity. Again, she died due to a lack of love because of her obesity. I repeat, she died of a lack of love due to her obesity. Like millions of you black women are going to die, and millions of us black men are going to die. We don't fix ourselves and get our help. That means to get help. Third party. You can't do it. That's the first step. All right. So, in my Google Drive folder, where I don't know why, that's the problem. I call it Apple phone. Why did I see that? It didn't show up. Yeah, it should be under A for Apple. That's weird. Oh, right there in front of me. It's right there. I'm talking. It was the whole time. The problem is I was looking for the wrong letter. A for Apple, not my name. So these are all my Apple iPhone videos. And click on this, and these are different pictures of what I have. So these are all new Apple photos, new Apple videos uploaded to the cloud. Shout out to wonderful Apple in the schools. So in my Apple folder here, we got all these different videos, okay? And for this young lady I'll show you here, as I turn the volume down, is a long-term lady I dated who's about in her now mid-50s, 56 years old. I'm 49, but literally I look like I'm 56 because I've always hung around older folks, which always made me older spiritually as well as physically. Sometimes it's a good thing, and a lot of times a bad thing.
Give yourself a smile. Give yourself a smile.
This lady right here was about 270 pounds, less than about a year ago. She has fasted and fought and what we call use chemicals and short-term calorie restriction, which all of us need to do to lose weight, but it's very hard. Why? Because you can eat something on your own and nobody's going to stop you. You can go and have food and go out and party and nothing's going to stop you. You can look at me and you can see how fat I look as we look at this photo here. So big. I'm 49 years old, but I look like I'm equal to her because I'm so fat. I'm sick and tired, and I say sick and tired of being that dude that is dying in a slow death, sweating death, obese death because of being overweight. I'm here to tell you my story in the video blog. I'm not here to play around and give you some BS. I know the battles. I fight the battles too. That's why I can admit these statements and these truths. Okay? Yes, she may look great on the outside because she's, looks slim, but she is a fat girl on the inside, eating one one meal a day, exercising as she's supposed to once a day. And that's what it takes for all of us that are overweight, that we gotta lose weight. We gotta do that extra hardcore step. But here's the thing. As she would say, as all of us would say, I'm an emotional eater. So that means that the moment, the emotions hit that make you feel like you then go back to being overweight. So as a black man, I'm gonna now show you some events from our Phi Beta Sigma week. We just had this past week for Lambda Sigma. This week, Passover week, of course, is Phi Beta Sigma and the whole state of Georgia. And I can tell you, there's so many of these beautiful black women and beautiful black men obese, and they can't even have great relations sexually because of their obesity. The complications are too much. Let's talk about an event that we just had. Okay, here we go. I'm sweating, man. Working hard, brother. Yeah, man. Moving and grooving. Been working since 2 a.m. I'm not, and I repeat, going to allow myself to stay this huge anymore. I'm calling my own self out and letting you know. That's why I think every one of us that are obese need to videotape ourselves. We need to look at ourselves all the time. We need to judge ourselves physically and our morbid obesity so we can save our life. Mandisa died because she did not do that. She did not do that, and no one else going to do it. None of her friends, enemies, middle people in the middle, whether they call frenemies, friends, enemies, and frenemies. They're not going to do it. Amen. You got to do it. So as I fast forward, I look at some of the video footage that I have. So this is some of that's wrong. I got to fix that. So sorry about that. Okay, now that's that one that won't work. Let's go to another one. I believe these beautiful women, they are so gorgeous. I mean, these two beautiful women are daughters of a phenomenal Sigma man that I love, man. I respect all of us. But I tell you, there's so many of us Sigma men that are obese. I'm calling myself out as one of them, that I have to truly say we need help. There need to be a Sigma program against obesity. I really thought about that. We have big and better business. We have education. We have social action. We have Sigma Beta Club. But nobody pushes the Sigma wellness to black men. I personally, as a obese man who's been obese his whole life, am going to push in my call, in my life, is that Sigma exercise, Sigma wellness. Our Omega Psi Phi brothers, they push that tremendously, going to the gym. And for me, that's exactly what it must be for those that are obese. Now, this doesn't apply to everybody. Like my brother right there in the middle, he is in his 60s, looks sharp. Shouldn't we black men look like him? Yes, man. I want to look like that with my gray salt and pepper hair. But I've been obese since I was 8 years old. And that's a lot of y'all guys been the same way, and so have our girls. But as I feel the presence of God, as I'm speaking right now, I know the Holy Ghost is going to anoint this message here. Oh, I feel your presence, Lord. And this is a table right behind me, table 45, where I was at 46. Thank you, the men of Great Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated, for allowing us to be there. But I'm going to show you my auntie's obese. I'm obese. Millions of people around us obese. You'll see through the video just tons of people that are obese. And the number of beautiful single black women that came that are educated with degrees, jobs, even got houses, like my ex, tremendous in Atlanta, Georgia. But what is the problem? Obesity. We have walk 5Ks, we have 10Ks, 20Ks, we have the Peachtree Road Race. Still don't work. A lot of times, biggest problem for a lot of our black sisters is our hair, the weaves. And I say our, and I'm calling black people, black sisters ours, because they're ours. Look how gorgeous these girls look, man. I'm not a father, but if I was, I hate to say it, my daughter would be fat too, because I'm a fat guy. So I know the habits that I had would have gone to them. But I tell you one thing, these beautiful girls make me wish that I was slim, make me wish that they were slim, because they would not be alone at this party tonight. They'd be with their husbands, with their 2 kids. And I believe every woman deserves to be married with kids, and every woman deserves to become a grandmother with grandkids.
Say hello to my camera. Well, we're waiting for more people. Okay, okay.
I turned the camera, so unfortunately, I got another video that has that fixed. So we'll to go past that. And these are my beloved aunties. On the left is my auntie Rita V. Howie. On the right is my auntie Norma Howie Washington. My grandmother, may she rest in peace, her name is Norma Washington Howie, which is really cool. Norma Washington Howie is my grandmother's name. Her married name is Howie, maiden name is Washington. And my auntie, who's on the right, who's a Zeta, you can tell by the blue, hallelujah, Zeta Phi Beta, finer womanhood. And on the left is AKA, but she's not wearing any pink and green tonight. She's wearing gold, which is unusual. I would have expected some AKA colors. They're approximately 8 years apart, and I love them to death or to life. But at the same time, my heart loves them and loves me and loves all of us. We got one thing in common: the size of our waist, and that's not good. It affects our knees, it affects all parts of our body, and of course, it affects our lifespan, like Mandisa. But they're in their 70s, so they're blessed. They have had a full life. But what about all you young folk that are younger than me? And I'm 49. Give it a second for my computer to come up. It's like I'm foolish. So Mandisa, as you can see, she's a singer. You see, when he got argued by Samuel Cowell about her weight, people got mad. The Association of Fat Acceptance, like they're gonna get acceptance, gave her an award because she's true beauty. But she's dead now, 47. This is in 2007. She's died. She's dead in 2024. I wonder if they realized that 20 years later, because we go 2007, 2017. In 2024, she almost could have lived in 2027. She died before 2027. What would y'all say about her life? So here's where we go. She did the final cut down. She goes, "What I want to say to you is this. Yes, you hurt me and I cried and it was painful. It really was." What? I hurt you because you're obese. I hurt you because you are sick and not healthy. I hurt you because you're going to die in a few years. You didn't think you would. You think you live a long life. If all of us could see the death date on front of us, I think we would change how we look our life. We realize our time is running out. You don't got time on your side. You got to make the most of every second of every day. What Sam Cowell did was the best thing that could have happened to her, but it didn't help because look what her weight looked like before she died. No one is going to make love to a woman with a 65-inch waistline or hip line. I'm sorry. A white man's not going to. A black man's not going to. In the aspect of the black community, which I'm proud to be a part of, in the black manosphere and connected to the black womanosphere, coming from the white manosphere and the white womanosphere, the issues that we have in our life are very simple, and that is this: wait. If we fight this battle, we put this number one before our hair, number one before our clothes, for our house, number one before our car, we may live longer than 45, 50 years without complications of obesity. This is her, and you can look at one arm is thicker than the other. The battle of obesity. It's a battle. And every day we fight. And she's smiling on the outside, but she's hurting on the inside. And that's what I really want you to see as Christians, as people who believe in the Lord, behind the eyes, behind the fake smile. Don't you get tired of wearing the all black? Don't you get tired of the photo where she's putting her hands on her chest like, for real? Really? Really? She covering up her married ring finger because she's not married. She never got the opportunity to be Mrs. So-and-so, to have a husband, to make children, to actually go through the birthing process and create life. That is wrong. And her claim to fame was a fake American Idol. It was an American Idol. It wasn't like she did something that was just abundant. She just got on the talent show, won it to the 9th place, and now she wants a career in music. This is not Kelly Clarkson. Even Kelly Clarkson, the white woman, has obesity problems as well. It don't just apply to blacks, but this is a video that I'm making about a black sister because white people are not in our world. That's not us. I am not white. I am African American. Proud to be. And I want to see the victory in our lives. Amen. Amen. What a tragedy. So, Lord, I just thank you in the authority of Yeshua's name. As I hit the back button here in my Google Drive, pull up these videos. Give me a second. And I look at some of these replays, some of these pictures, some of replays. My prayer is for all of us, especially at our fraternity events, which is supposed to be the top of the top, the talented 10th, that we become the talented 10th because you put physical fitness first. I want to give a shout out to Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. Yeah.
Good morning.
Good morning. How you doing?
Okay.
Good.
I'm gonna take my TV off.
Oh, good. We got a little bit of time. We got about another 40 minutes, so take your time.
Okay.
Take your time. And so I want to give a shout out to Del Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, because we as Black Greeks are supposed to be the leaders of our community, and tragically we're not. And unfortunately, a lot of us don't want to talk about weight. We don't want to deal with it until we get a funeral, cry about it, and then go on and repeat the same process 4 or 5 years down the road. I hate death before our time. I hate death by obesity because we didn't get slapped in the face to do some damn shit about it. God's damning us. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verses 15 through 68. God has damned Black people. Break the curse. Accept Yeshua. And then start accepting the truth. You are obese and you're recovering, just like a recovering alcoholic, drug addict, overeaters. The bottom line, we're all in recovery. And through Yeshua Mashiach, we can find new ways to deal with the curse. We can break it through Jesus, only through him.
Say hello to my camera. Okay, okay.
Oh, I'm not ready to go yet, darling. I'm not ready to go.
You know.
No, not yet, not yet. We're gonna be ready to go in about 40 minutes. Auntie's gotta wake you, cook you some breakfast, so she's not here yet. And when she wakes up, she'll give you some food, and then we can leave.